me for Project Legion. Yes, on YouTube it says waiting for you.
Okay. I should be streaming. Let's see if it pops up. And make sure that we've got... I'm going to close my bathroom window, or my bathroom door here in a second. Did it?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Is it black?
I see what it does.
Okay. Can you see me?
I can see. Hold on. Now getting my audio is confused.
Okay.
What I'm watching. I see that movie on the
Hey,
screen.
Emily. How you doing, love? Hopefully you're having a great day. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I remember, Emily. Hey, Piper. How you doing? I hope you're having a great day. So, does it say that I'm live?
You're live. I see you. I hear you on YouTube.
Does that say I'm live? That doesn't say I'm live. Something's going on.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, there I am. Cool.
I just I clicked on your. It says notify me. It said you have an upcoming stream. I just clicked on that, and then I updated it, and now I'm watching it.
Okay, cool. Well, at least we got YouTube up and running. That's good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and I'll get a basic intro. We're going to turn down the volume on the lo-fi a little. Where are you, lo-fi? You are over here. We're going to shrink you. I have too many windows open. It's a problem.
That's how all of the top tier streamers troubleshoot their internet. By the way, that's exactly how.
Just opening up a bunch of stuff. Okay. We're going to open up the actual thing here. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. Nope, that's the wrong one. Why not? There it is. Okay. Open that up. And here we go. All right. So it's not perfect. I haven't figured out how to make it nice and big without all of the stuff off here to the side. I kind of want to make this go away. Oh, can I do that? Okay. Apparently I know how to do things now. Okay. So, Jeff, welcome to Unlocking the Secrets of Legion, a storyboard of great potential. Okay. Related to this, we're not ready to start recording just yet, but we could. I guess we could start recording. Yeah, you know what we are. We are going to start recording. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, we are back to Alyseria today. We are talking Luminous City. Inside Luminous, the country is a beautiful domed city that sits atop a metal dome with metal structures on top and giant metal walls. It is the epitome of society in Alyseria. Thank you for the compliment, Poetry. I truly appreciate that. Jeff, today we're bringing you in to this Choose Your Own Adventure story. To start us off, we'll do a little bit of an introduction of you and your character. We'll build you up a little character, and then we'll toss you into the world. You ready?
Absolutely.
All right. AQ, I have not. Okay. Have a good night, Piper. Thanks for all the shares. I truly do appreciate it. Okay. So, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to build your character. Now, you have a choice here. You can use a character that you've been thinking about wanting to use and just bring it into Alyseria. That character may be very strong, may not be strong at all. It really just depends on you and how your things are going. Things are beautiful, Poetry. Thank you so much. So let's start with a name. Do you want to play yourself in this world, or would you rather experience this through the lens of a character?
I am not comfortable playing myself in this world or any other.
Okay.
So if you have one for me, let's do that.
Okay. All right. We'll build you a character together. Do you want your character to be something based on another kind of character? Do you want a personality type that we can base it off of? Something, one of your favorites that we might know of?
Here's the question: do I want to know the background of this land first, or should I build a character and then learn the background?
You should build a character and then learn the background of the character, because you're going to be tossed in. You're going to be isekai'd into this world. So you're going to know nothing about it other than what you're told once we get your character built. I need water. You guys want to go on an adventure with me real quick, and we'll grab some water? I'm just going to pause the stream real quick. We're going to grab some water. I didn't grab water today, which was bad of me. There we go. Okay. Come with me. Jeff, I'll be right back.
Yep.
All right. Poetry, what we're doing today is we are creating kind of an event in Alyseria history that my buddy Jeff is going to be part of. He's going to decide if he's going to be a main.
Hold on, Christian, I don't hear you on Discord.
In it to win it. All right, Jeff, you still there with me?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, got that. We'll go back to our I think I want. Yeah, we'll just do that one. We'll do that one. Okay. Okay, we're gonna make this a little smaller. Actually, that's fine the way it is. Okay. So here we go. Are we still live? Are you still watching me?
I see. You're good.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start with building you a character. So do you have some kind of basis of what you want?
I just came up with one already.
Okay.
Is that type answer, or do I have to be typing that?
No, you can do whatever you want. Generally speaking, good or neutral. Try to stay away from pure evil. But if you want to go that route, we can do that route. Just be aware there are consequences for your actions.
Well, I'm true neutral means that self-interest governs all, so that's okay.
Okay, that's absolutely great. Self-interest is fantastic, so that works. What do you got for me?
Okay, his name will be Donald.
Donald. Okay.
He's going to be a third salesman. I mean, if there was an archetype, it'd be rogue probably.
Okay.
Or maybe bard.
What kind of salesman? In your home world, what kind of salesman would you have been?
Okay. So what's something? Fine art. Used art.
Used art. Okay. All right. We will go ahead and say Donald the Bard. Hey Harper, how you doing? I actually, thank you, Harper. I appreciate the compliment. We got a couple people. Oh, so Piper brought friends. Piper, thanks for bringing friends. That's so sweet of you. I truly appreciate that. If you guys want to go live with me, I am on project.legion008 on YouTube right now if you want to see what we're doing in addition to being part of it here on Twitch. Okay, so we got Donald the Bard. Donald the Bard, how old is Donald the Bard? Has he been a salesman for a long time? Has he adventured at all? Or is he generally just a...
No, it's that he's probably about 30 or so. He's just kind of started to come out from his dad's shadow a little bit.
Okay, coming out of his dad's shadow. Was his dad also a salesman? Say that again.
Some people might know who he is by this point.
Okay, all right. So we'll say Donald the Bard is going to be a level. We'll say level 4. Okay. Your general HP is going to be sitting pretty at probably about 42. I'm making up these numbers. You have 5 stamina. Stamina is what you use to take action, big action in the world. Once you're out of stamina, you are required to rest or find another way to get stamina. You can get stamina by eating. Taking a short rest can get you some of your stamina back. And all those kinds of things. I'm actually going to increase it to 10 because it is also your magical ability capabilities. So we'll get to those. Would you say your character is very strong or more on the feebles, on the wimpy side?
Average human strength.
Average. We'll go with a 10 then. Very dexterous or kind of standard?
So most of the stuff is going to be in strong constitution.
Okay, strong constitution. Okay, strong constitution. What are you thinking? 14, 16?
14.
14. Wisdom, intelligence, high, low, in the middle. That's very cool, Piper.
Wisdom low, intelligence high.
Wisdom low, intelligence high. Okay. You sure you don't want those flopped? Wisdom is street smarts. It's your ability to sell things. Intelligence is your book smarts.
I'm thinking more like cunning, like
oh,
almost.
Okay. I like that. So the planner, I like that. That's great. So we'll go 8 on wisdom, and we'll go 14 on intelligence, and then your charisma will sit pretty at 16. At level 4, you get the opportunity to adjust 2 of your 2 points worth of points into your character. So no feats available at this point, but what would you like to buff?
Give me more constitution.
More constitution. All right, so you're 10, 10, 16, 8, 14, 16.
Yeah, I want to spend a few nights up in a row on a bender.
Okay.
Lots of cooking.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't know this yet, but we will get there. We will get there. Okay. And then, generally speaking, what would this character have in their pockets on, let's say, a Thursday afternoon after work?
What time frame am I thinking? I'm thinking like modern time frame or past time frame?
You are thinking Modern by your standards.
Okay, then there's going to be probably a pager.
Okay.
And that's pretty fancy technology.
Yeah.
And then there's always going to be a ballpoint pen.
Ballpoint pen. Okay. All right. Pager and a ballpoint pen for items at the moment. We'll go ahead and mark those down for you so that you have those, and we'll keep track of anything else that you find along the way. So this is where we're going to go ahead and start the introduction to the world. So, on that Thursday afternoon that I had mentioned, give me a short description of what he might be doing on their turn. Yes, I do like anime. I know a little bit about everything, Harper. I'm working on it, Piper. I'm working on it. There's lots. I'm working on it, Piper. I'm sorry. My favorite anime is Gurren Lagann. All right, Jeff. So what would they might be doing on a regular everyday afternoon?
So, if you were to say like a random Thursday afternoon, if I would say I just finished closing a deal on what's supposed to be the newest, hottest artist, and I have purchased several of his canvases that I am going to try to resell.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and say, are you walking home or are you driving home?
Well, I just scored a great deal, so I'm fronting the cash. I know I'm going to get this deal is going to make me the money, so I am in the carriage on the way home.
Okay. All right. So as you are being in your very nice, classy vehicle, you with the artwork in the back, nicely protected. You look in your rearview mirror as you're thinking about your success story that you're about to go ahead and accomplish. And you look in your rearview mirror and notice that there is a man back there. That man is sitting back there with a hood up over their face, a big smile. You can't quite see their eyes, but it seems like there's a lot of light coming from this person. They seem to be giving off light. The cloak that they're wearing glistens slightly. They seem to be wearing travel garb from a few hundred years ago that's silver and white. What is your first reaction to seeing that person in your back rearview mirror?
No, I'll jump.
Okay, so you jump, and you're, let's go ahead. Do you have any dice on you?
I have digital dice.
Okay, I'm going to try to pull up some digital dice, too. I may roll for you, just because I have the digital dice on D&D Beyond. So, we'll go ahead and just pop into Legion here real quick. Yes, Beach, I do, Mitch, I do need to, take care of my beard a little bit. We are kind of playing D&D. It's D&D adjacent. So, as you jump, your dexterity's a 10, so there's no bonus to this. Let's see, 12. You just barely manage to avoid hitting the gas, and you slam on the brakes. There's a few people honking behind you, but you are stunned by the man that seems to be sitting in your back seat, smiling in your direction. He doesn't say anything immediately, but he also doesn't move when you slam on the brakes, almost like he anticipated it. Do you say or do anything?
Yeah, I'm immediately like, no, man. Is this about the girl? I mean, she said she was 30.
The man openly belly laughs, and his smile unfaded. He throws back his cap, and his eyes are made of pure light. There is no pupil. There is no iris. It is just white light, shining like a flashlight in your rearview mirror. And he says, No. I'm here on other business. You've been chosen, and I've been sent to pick you up. I hear that there is some fantastic abilities that you have access to, and I could use your smarts to solve a problem in the world of mine. Think of it like a vacation. You get a chance to experience something different, something new, and maybe at the end of the day, I'll send you home with a gift. What do you think?
I mean, will I be able to talk about it when I'm done?
You, of course, can. I wouldn't recommend it. There aren't many people in this timeline of yours that have chosen to acknowledge that of alien universes and realities and the multiverse and all of this kinds of stuff. Time knife, that kind of stuff. You understand, of course, I'm sure.
You take me to a new timeline, and I will give you one of my brand new super expensive paintings that I just bought.
Deal. Fantastic. I'll take you to a reality that little like your own, little bit higher tier. And we'll see what happens. So at that moment, he snaps his fingers, and a cream-colored portal appears underneath your butt, and you begin to fall through the sky a short distance. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Do you have your dice up and running?
Perception check, you say?
Yes, sir. So perception is plus your wisdom, so it's -1.
I rolled a 1 -1.
One, you rolled a natural 1 on your perception? Okay, don't. That is fantastic. Well fucking done. Yeah, you don't quite notice anything as you're passing through the portal, but you are in a seated position, and as you fall through the portal, you land hard on your ass. It almost makes a it makes a giant tink sound as you hit this metal plate that seems to be under your butt. People are milling around, and all of a sudden they see you fall through a portal, and suddenly you're surrounded by a lot of people. There's a lot of talking going on, all in random directions. Make another perception check to see if you can notice what it is that they're saying. Piper, can you go live?
5. 6 -1.
5. Okay. You don't notice anything major other than people keep seeming to say the word chosen a lot. Do you do or say anything to the crowd that's around you?
That was very dangerous. If I find out who invented a trap like that, I'm gonna sue their ass. That's very dangerous.
One person laughs, and then the laugh seems to echo around the circle of people as the person who first laughed walks over to you and lifts you up by your hand and dusts you off. The rest of the crowd seems to disperse, and this tall, it's a taller man, built very muscularly, wearing a nice gold and silver suit with a with a tie down the front. And as he's walking around, you can hear his boots clicking on the metal beneath you. You finally get a chance to look around, and you are in... Nope, that's wrong. Hold on. We're not there yet. There we go. You have landed in this kind of tall, skyscrapery building area. Everything seems to be metallic. There's a couple trees in the area, but not a lot. There is not a lot of shade being cascaded over right now, except that which in the distance is a giant tower. That tower blocking out the sun, sending a shadow one direction. Piper, I don't know how to let you join. You don't have enough friends, or you don't have enough people yet. You have to have 1,000 followers to go live. So I definitely do want you in here, but I don't have the ability to let you in right now. So, as you're being dusted off with this man, you have been distracted by that around you, and you haven't been listening to him very well at all because of your low perception check. You catch the end of what he says, and he says, "And that is why I'm here to help."
Yep, we're here to help. That's why we're here to help.
Callie, I'm doing this just with Jeff right now, just to kind of practice. I'd love to have you in later, though. Absolutely later. Absolutely later.
Okay.
Thank you, Callie.
Bye.
Bye, love. Okay. So, potentially, yes, guys, you can all join if you guys want to be part of this. Just not right now. We're going to have one that's just a TikTok group, and we're going to have 3 or 4 of you guys, and we're going to have you in the world, okay? We're just not there yet. Right. So he makes that statement and then goes to reach for something at his pouch. You say or do anything?
Is it menacing?
No. Dude's got a brilliant smile across his face. He is way too happy.
Okay, but I don't. Okay, but I rolled a terrible perception, so I'm like, all right, what you got there?
He pulls the pouch from his side, and he opens it and shows it to you. And inside is this powdery dust that seems to glisten slightly in direct sunlight. In the shadowed areas, it still glistens a little, but it glistens like, oh, thank you, Macy. Thank you so much. That's incredibly sweet of you. Thank you so much. Means the world to me. You're amazing. If you end up wanting to do this later on, Macy, you let me know, okay? Oh my goodness! You guys don't need to do that, but thank you so much. So, he holds it open to you, and it's either glistening in the sunlight or it's glistening like starlight, and there is a difference. You can see it. You're not quite sure why. And he reaches in a little, and he grabs a pinch of it and holds it in the palm of his hand, and it seems to kind of group at the center of his palm, almost like it's slightly magnetic. And he goes, "This is Glimmer. This is what I do.
That's the stuff from Columbia. I know what that is."
He laughs again and goes, "What is Columbia?"
Oh, they make the fires glisten, you know what I'm saying? Oh.
He thinks for a second. I'm going to have the man make an intelligence check to see if he understands, actually a wisdom check to see if he understands what it is you're talking about. He's got a +1. All right. No, he has no fucking clue. So he's going to resort to... Oh, that was wrong. I didn't want to do that. Wait, come back. There we go. So he kind of skips over it and goes, it's basically what we use to buy things here in the world.
Yeah, here too, sometimes.
And he hands you the bag and says, this has 500 glimmer in it. If you need more, just ask. The people of Alyseria are here to help you. We don't know how. We don't know why. Actually, we do know why. Novavone is why. Do you say or do anything as he's handing you this pouch?
I'll take the powder and put it in my back pocket.
Okay.
Does it fit in my back pocket? How big is it?
It's a tight squeeze. It's an uncomfortable thing. If you were to sit down, you would feel it. But other than that, it just looks like you've got a baseball in your back pocket.
I'm in a suit coat. I'm in a blazer, so I'll put it in the blazer pocket.
Okay, so we got Oxify who wants to join and will gift $10 if I let them join. If you want to join and you want to be part of the story, you can, but there are rules. My buddy Jeff and I are friends. He understands me, okay? I don't know who you are, Oxify, so you have to follow rules. If you are capable of doing so, we can do something. Not today, but next time. Okay? We're not going to do anything today. I believe you, Oxify. We will do a big TikTok. We will do a big TikTok one. How about Tuesday? Does Tuesday work? We'll do Tuesday. Okay? All right. So you gather this glimmer from the man, and then he is... So we're going to go back to your character. Oh, wait. He introduces himself as Jameson, the banker. Now, Jameson the banker looks like he's very well off. He's got a lot of money. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You guys don't have to do this, but it means a lot to me. So he also hands you a piece of folded paper, and okay, let's go back up to your character here. So you have 500 glimmer, and he hands you a folded piece of paper that you unfold, and it's a map. And this is the map that he hands you as you take a look. I know, Piper, you will get to join, just not today, okay? We're practicing right now. All right, Jeff. So he hands you this, and he's gonna go ahead and he'll point at a couple of the different locations. We are missing one of these locations, I just realized, so we're just going to go ahead and add one real quick. Nope. Undo. Copy, paste. We have the Dazzle District is the only one that wasn't on there. And it's the one that I think is the most important to you, as your character wants to go on a bender. And that is where... Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Oxify. So, where would you like to head? What would you like to experience? Jameson is still standing with you, kind of waiting for you to guide him on how to help you.
Alright, what do you want to say, bank? I'm down at the bar. Where I come from, we meet somebody and they give you 500 glimmer. You shake their hand and say thank you. Thank you, Jameson the Bard.
Jameson the Banker. Oh, and you introduce yourself. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, I've already seen that stuff is shown in the corner, and I'm trying to find out more about him.
Okay. All right. So he takes your hand and he holds it out. My goodness, Callie, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am eating Cheetos. Cheetos Puffs. So he regales you with Luminous as you guys travel from the banking district around the corner to the Dazzle district. And as you, he gives you information about Luminous. Are you asking questions to get more details, or are you just letting him ramble?
No, I'm asking questions. I'm very interested. The legal hierarchy, the political hierarchy, where the money is, who are the rich people, who has influence.
Gotcha. Okay. So he goes into the Luminous spiel. So Luminous City as it has existed, or as it exists now, isn't what it always used to be. Old Luminous still lies beneath Luminous City in a almost catacomb style graveyard, as the last meteorite that struck Alyseria destroyed Luminous in the process. The people that survived made a wish, and that wish was granted by doming over old Luminous and creating this massive cityscape. Now, at this moment in history, it's not very well populated. You can see a good handful of people milling around, but based off the number of buildings that you're seeing, there is no way every building is full. And he explains that right now, everything that is districtized is its own little self-contained society, with its own rules, laws, and regulations. Have a good night, Piper. I will see you later. And don't forget, come on by later. We'll get you set up with a live, okay? So as you guys are reaching the border, he finishes explaining that there are two towers at the center of Luminous City. You have Luminous Tower, where the royalty of Luminous is governed from. It is a monarchy. The queen and king are responsible for the city guard, as well as a handful of overarching regulations. Not a lot, but a few overarching regulations. And they provide security to the different factions and districts in there. Justin, I wouldn't vote for Trump if you paid me. So thank you, Callie. So, and then the larger tower that is behind Luminous Tower is Novavone's temple. Everyone of Luminous is very engaged with the people, engaged with the word of Novavone as it's written. There are a lot of really good fanboys because they believe the best in Novavone. The rest of Alyseria, there's mixes. You've got people that love Novavone, you got people that hate Novavone, you got people in the middle about Novavone. Everyone has an opinion about Novavone. But Luminous is that he is the best of the best. There is no one better. Have a good night, Callie. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself, Harper. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for all the hearts and everything. It means the world to me. As he gets ready to take you into the Dazzle district, there is a guard post that's sitting between the banking district and the Dazzle district. They don't stop you as you cross the border, but they are looking and watching people as they're transferring between. And he basically explains that depending on where you're traveling to and where you're traveling from, and how you're traveling, is whether or not something will cost you. So if you go from the banking district to the dazzle district, the banking district doesn't pay for anything. The glisten district and the glare district, and that's, I need to switch this to glisten. Those are where everybody lives. And if you move from one of these two places to another district, other than by flying, you basically have to pay tolls to leave your place. It's not great, but it's a system that works. Rather than having taxes, you only pay for traveling. You only pay taxes into things that you travel. Oh, Doxify, I'm so sorry to hear that. We will definitely talk on Tuesday. So as you're moving into the Dazzle District, you notice a very drastic change also in the setup of the buildings. They're still fairly tall. They're almost like Las Vegas casinos. There's lights and sounds going off everywhere. You can see people literally gambling from the street as large tables are filled with people just spending money and enjoying life. What would you like to do? Jeff, are you there, bud? Uh-oh. I lost Jeff. Jeffy! I might have lost Jeff. He might have had to mute himself. We'll give him a second. We won't stop recording, but we'll...
No, I unplugged my microphone.
Oh! Good job.
I'm a professional.
I think pros do that all the time. They definitely do that.
So what do you think?
Okay, so I'm in the party district. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Partying sounds fun, but tell me more about why I'm here. Can you tell me more about that?
Sure. So we'll go ahead and move over. I don't have something for the Dazzle District. I'm gonna have to make one. So, but we won't worry about that for now. We'll just use the map. Ask the question again.
Why am I here?
Oh, as you guys are wandering through the streets, you are getting a lot of side eyes from people, but no one else is approaching you. And as you are approaching conversations, they are stopping while you're around. And everyone seems to be looking at you. No one seems to be approaching you at the moment, but everyone seems to be following you. Like, something's going to happen. And so, Jameson points this out and says, these people don't know what your adventure's going to look like. Only Novavone knows what's going to happen next. And right now, it seems like in the past, generally speaking, Novavone gives everyone an opportunity to spend time in his world before the adventure starts. Acclimate, learn, engage, live in a way. And then eventually something will happen and you will need to be on your toes, prepared to act. We don't know how you'll act, and we don't know what's going to happen. We could be in danger at any moment. Many, many times Alysserians have died because the Chosen have come in and done something. Now, we here in Luminous believe that Novavone's intentions are always just and always valid. But it doesn't make it any less easy to see friends or family members die. These people likely never even seen a chosen in their lifetimes, or maybe not even their parents' lifetimes. I'm old enough to know the last time a Novavon's chosen was here, they saved about 300 people from an enemy named Malice, who only had one intention: to destroy as many luminous lives as he could. That traveler shared with him the meaning of protection by using a glimbot to... He outthought his opponent, and it was fantastic. And that Alysserian, or that traveler, did choose to go home. At the end of this, you'll get a choice. You can stay in Alyseria as a human, welcomed and appreciated for what you have done, or shamed for it. It's your choice. But regardless of that fact, you're here to experience what it's like to be part of our world, as chaotic as that is.
Alright, well, first of all, that sounds crazy. I wouldn't believe you if I hadn't fallen through a green hole onto my ass. But I understand. But I'm very smart, so I think I'll outsmart my way through this situation.
I think you can. I see you being able to figure out what exactly is going on and get down to the nitty-gritty. At the moment...
I'm not so good at the reading and writing, but the thinking bit, I'm really good at that.
He guides you down into one of the buildings that seems to be a little bit smaller than the others around it. Doesn't seem to have quite as many... Hey, Justin! I'm glad you're here, my dude. It's been a hot second. I'm glad you're here, my dude. We're doing some storyboarding with Alyseria. So if you're hanging out, know that you're appreciated greatly. He guides you to the bar top, and there's a tall minotaur behind the counter. And Jameson sits down next to you and taps the table. The Minotaur wanders over and sets down 2 glasses and says, "What do you be having this fine evening, gentlemen? I've got brand new cask of ale from the farmer's market, and I'd love to crack it open today if you're available. It's a little more expensive than my standard stuff, but it's well worth the trip."
Well, my friend, I've got lots and lots of glamour to spend. Lots and lots of it. So, why don't we start a tab and let's get running. Bring me the expensive stuff.
Okay. So he taps the small keg and sets it down at the end of the bar and fills both your glasses. It's a dark brew, almost red in hue, with a nice head. And your first swig of it is that of a beautiful sweetness of honey and berries. As it coats your mouth sweetly, you realize this stuff is here to fuck you up, but it is delicious. Your first round goes off without a hitch, and the Minotaur quickly brings you a second. Go ahead and make a perception check. You know what? Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for me for the room, or you can choose to spend time just looking around.
So I thought I rolled a 1, but it was a 7. So 7, and then I think my perception is a negative, right?
Yeah, -1, so a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So taking a look around, what you hear is lots of talking. People, again, seem to be catching side glances at you and then returning to what it is that they're doing. You don't. You know what? Let's go ahead and have you roll. We're gonna have you roll an insight check, which, if I remember correctly, is an intelligence-based thing. Let me double check that. Nope, insight's wisdom. Never mind. We'll have you make an a nature check, which is going to be at plus. What's your intelligence?
Pretty high, 14, I think.
14. So plus 2 to your intelligence, to your nature check.
DM does you a favor. 16 total.
16 total. Justin, there is absolutely a way for you to play, just not today. We're probably going to be having a large TikTok gathering on Tuesday in the evening with a bunch of people playing this, if you want to play. Okay? So, with a 16, taking a look around the room, you notice a good handful of specific vibes. You get some people, a majority of the population seems a little anxious. No one knows how long you've been here, so no one knows when things are going to happen. But as you continue to drink, you care less and less about what's going on in other people's world, and you're more curious about what's happening in your moment. Excellent, Justin. I will definitely let you know. You notice beautiful harp music coming from the stage. A woman seems to be singing in sultry tones. I want you to do me a favor and go ahead and make a charisma saving throw. You can go ahead and you won't take advantage on this, but your charisma is +3 and you're proficient, so +2 more, so +5 to your roll.
I'm gonna need it. I rolled a 3. I am not rolling good tonight.
Okay. Oh geez, you really are not. You are enraptured. You cannot get your eyes off of this woman, and as the Minotaur pours your 5th drink for the night, I'd like you to go ahead and also make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, there's one. There's a B, natural 20.
Nice! Natural 20. What was that for? I don't remember what I asked you to roll for. Oh, yeah. You are holding your liquor like no one's business. It is getting sweeter. It may be time to switch to something else. Otherwise, you might make yourself sick. But you're holding it like a champ. You are nicely buzzed, and you just are enraptured by this woman sitting sitting on the stage. Do you want to say or engage in any way?
No, but I didn't say this in my initial inventory, so I don't have it. I was gonna say I wish I had like a little bag of white powder that's known to give people like.
I am actually okay with that. I'll allow you to do it up to 3 times. You can say, I have this, and then as long as your reason is justifiable, I will give it to you. So, small baggie of powder, of white powder.
Yeah, you just take a little bit of this, and you can keep drinking. It's fantastic.
Are you giving this to Jameson, or are you approaching the stage of the woman?
No, I'm sharing this with Jameson, but
okay.
No, I haven't given it.
Okay. So you pull out your small baggie, you make yourself a little bit of a line, and you go ahead and line it up, and then you get one ready for Jameson. Jameson does it as well, and he pulls out. He points at your bag, and he goes, "Glimmer is supposed to be, well, it is, among other things, an aphrodisiac. It has the ability to allow a man to go long and strong depending on how much he ingests. Just be careful. It has some pretty amazing / worrisome side effects." You're never quite sure what can happen.
I don't need any of that stuff. I'm a man.
Well, you are now high and drunk. You are pretty well situated for your evening. You guys drink well off for a couple hours, but as the music stops, your attention is directly transported back to the woman as she saunters over in your direction, carrying her what's a mini harp called? Is that a lute or is that different? I don't remember what a mini harp is called. Obviously you can't carry a harp, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, like the little U-shaped thing with the...
Yes, you know what I'm talking about. So she's carrying that and she's wandering over to you, and she's holding on to a stone. That stone seems to be alight slightly, and I'm gonna see if Jameson goes ahead and notices the stone because she's trying to hide it. She can't completely hide it, but she's trying to hide it. He does notice with a 14, and he looks at you, looks down at the stone, and then back at the girl. And his smile that he's been having for most of the night fades slightly. And he kind of wobbles for a second and goes, "Hey, that's a glim. They have..." He burps. "They have special powers if you activate them. That one looks like it's activated right now, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. It just has a number of sides on it, and it does something special based on the number of sides it has. I can't see what it is, but be careful." So she wanders, he yells it in your ear, and the woman has approached you. You don't get the idea that she heard the conversation that he told you.
I'm gonna get up and excuse myself to the bathroom.
Okay.
Before she gets there.
Okay. So as you get up, you meander. You ask the Minotaur where the bathroom is, and he points to the back of the establishment. And he goes, "It's back there. It's kind of small." He laughs and points to the back of the tavern, and as you're wandering over, go ahead and make another perception check for me.
And that's 13 minus 2, right? So,
minus 1, so a 12. You do notice that she's following you. She's behind you about 20-ish steps, and you can see lust in her eyes. You wander back to the bathroom. There's three different doors back there, all with different symbols on them, and you're not quite sure which one applies to you. So you pick one at random. Choose a number between 1 and 3.
2.
2. So you go to the center one. It's got a normal toilet in it. It does not seem to have a urinal in it, but it's got what looks like a toilet and what looks like a sink in it with a trash can. And as you're getting ready to close the door behind you, the door is thrust open, and a large force pushes you forward into the room. What would you like to do?
So I just got pushed back a few feet.
You got pushed, so you weren't, you were getting ready to close the door behind you, and your back was pushed, and you stumbled forward a couple feet. You don't see who it is, but you can make a decent assumption.
I'll spin around.
All right, you spin around, and there's the woman holding the glim, and suddenly make a charisma saving throw again.
Yes. All right, 11. 11 minus. Wait, no, charisma?
Charisma, so it's +5. So 16?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You just barely make it. You feel this...
Constitution?
No, because it's coming from the glim. It's a charm person effect from the glim. And so you succeed on this charm person, and you feel the draw of this power that you want to help this woman, that you want to do anything that she could ask you to do. As she begins to unbutton her clothes, she realizes that the glim didn't work and throws it off in the corner, says, "I don't need this. I'm gonna rock your world," and mounts you.
You don't understand. I can have anything I want. You, I do not want.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to make a contested strength check against this entity here. It's a neutral roll for her, and it's a neutral roll for you. She rolled an 18.
Oh, come on, down the bard. You can do it, dude. Oh, 15.
15. All right. So she pins you to the ground and has kind of taken you into herself. We're gonna go ahead and skip this part, and just say that you both leave the stall exceptionally, we'll say, refreshed, but you have been assaulted, so I don't actually know how you feel about it. So what do you want to do in the moment?
If the glyph in the corner, I like to pick up the glyph that if she left it in the corner.
Okay. All right. So as she leaves, you reach over and you grab the glim in the corner. This is a glim. Hold on. Hold on. Need to do that. This takes a little bit of work, but I'm working on it. I'm going to eventually get better. This is a 69 facet glim. $69. And we'll change the color real quick. I don't know why it keeps wanting to change the color to gray. So this is a 69 facet glim and is capable, although not right now, is capable of casting a charm person-like effect on a person. Hey, Just a Silly Guy, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So you go back out, you see Jameson, and he is not there anymore. And go ahead and what do you want to do in this moment?
I'd like to splash some water on my face and think about my life choices. Think about how it feels to be, taken by somebody against your will. Really come to have some realization there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You splash water on your face, realize that this adventure is a little darker than you wanted it to be, but here you are nonetheless. The Minotaur looks at you and says, it's 50 glim. Your tab is 50 glim, or and you can close out your tab, and you can move on with your day. It is getting a little late. It's about 9 p.m. Things are the Dazzle District does not close, and it does not shut down, so you can party all night. But if you would like a place to stay, there are rooms available.
Well, can you tell me about? I'll describe the woman. I'll be like, can you tell me who that person is? Do you know anything about that person?
Sure. So, that woman was a performer. She's a little bit shorter, demure. She was very attractive. Her voice was very alluring. Yeah. And so, she was wearing a lavender dress that you will remember for a very long time, and having to stare at that face for an extended period of time. You've got it mapped out. You could pick out that girl in a crowd if you needed to.
Okay.
I just, do you have a place? Is there some place I can take a shower?
The Minotaur takes a key and slides it over, and he says, your room is the finest of tiers. You will be well taken care of. And you take a look at the key, and it looks a lot like the stone that you're carrying. It seems to be kind of this slate black color, and you take a look at the glim in your hand. Do you want to ask anybody about what a glim is? Do you want to elaborate on that, or do you just want to, now knowing what it is and what it does, do you want...
No, I don't want to ask right now.
Okay.
I'm going to hold on to that and bring it back to my room and study it, kind of thing.
Okay. So, you wander up to your room, and there is no lock on the door. But there seems to be a little pad, and you place the card over the pad, and you hear a click, and the door unlocks. You open it up, and you're about 60 floors up. There's no elevator, so it's a little bit of a climb. Not 60 is a lot. Sorry. Let's try 25. You're 25 floors up, and you open it up, and you can see the Alyseria countryside. You're facing north. You can't see the sun behind you, but what you can see is an expansive farmland just over the luminous walls. You see off to the left, you see a large forested country that you will eventually learn as Synovia. And your room is immaculate and beautiful. It is incredibly. It is fitted with a lot of amenities. You take a look around and you notice more glim throughout the room. You notice some six-sided glim inside these little lamp things, and you go up to it and it's lit, and you tap on the glim, and suddenly there's light in the room coming from that sconce. There is a fireplace in the room with no wood, but it seems to be kind of a mound of these other stones. None of them seem to be lit except for one near the front, and you tap that one, and suddenly there's heat coming from this pile of glim, and a ghostly white flame coming off of the top of it. The room is yours, and the evening is yours as well. The sun has set, but the lights from the Dazzle District below are beautiful. What do you want to do?
I'd like to take my shower now, please.
Learn.
I get showered, cleaned up, maybe put on a robe.
You get yourself comfy and cozy. You shake off what happened. And as you begin to settle in for the evening, you pull this glim from your pocket, and you begin to analyze it and compare it to the other glim in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and make a general intelligence check for me. +3 plus your proficiency, so +5.
I rolled 3.
Oh my goodness gracious. What you seem to notice is that the glim are activated by pressure applied to the face that lights up. When pressure is applied, the magic is activated. That's really all you get to know and understand. There is a glim charging port in your room that will use electricity that has been converted from the sun into electricity to charge your stone overnight, so it'll be available for you to use in the morning.
We've been going for about an hour, and my daughter's going to turn in soon. What time were you thinking about going till?
I can keep going, but if you want to stop here and you want to come back to it, we can absolutely pick this up later.
Is that okay? I'm sorry.
Absolutely. No. This was a good practice. So, yeah, this was good practice. So,